with business, so many people's basic structure is we must work really hard, we must put a lot of hours in.
This is what people can actually access in their business if they go beyond that comfortable.
What if you were the person that went, you know what, are we done? A lot of people nowadays have Zoom meetings because we work all over the world. So you set a meeting and it's on a certain topic. How many times could that meeting literally be 5 minutes? But people will not let it be 5 minutes because that doesn't match their basic structure that you must spend time in a meeting. So, I mean, I made this rule that I was like, okay, 30 minutes and under, that's it. And whether we follow it or not, but also be willing. Like, so if you're in a meeting and the basic structure is that you have to have a longer meeting because it means something more, it's more significant, it must, we got through a lot of stuff. Instead of realizing, acknowledging after 5 minutes, you go, I think we're done. What if you were the person that went, you know what, are we done? Does anyone have anything else? Or are we done? Let's go live. And I get with business, so many people's basic structure, as you mentioned, is we must work really hard, we must put a lot of hours in and all of this, rather than what if business is something entirely different that you haven't been willing to acknowledge? And if you did acknowledge it, you could actualize it and create it as you choose. Because for me, you have to friggin' live as well. You can create, you can actualize, but you get to live too. So that's for like in a meeting. And I have another example is recently we had something going on a project, and we've done this project a lot, right, throughout the years. And we have this thread and it was like, hey, do we book in for this next event? And I looked at it and I'm learning to be more in question in a different way, and not to ask a question that's just looking for a result or trying to control something or decide based on that this is the right choice. And I went, I actually get more of a no. Now, here's the thing. If you went into the linearity, you go, oh, but if we do this, this means X, Y, Z, this will contribute to this. Like, you can make up your story. You can make up all the, reasons and justifications that you tell yourself of why we should do this. And I said, hey guys, let's start asking some different questions. Is this needed? Like, is this what we desire? Will it actually contribute? And keep asking questions and playing with it. And over a few days, everyone on the thread just sort of went, wow, I get more of a no. And I was like, yeah, me too. So let's not do it. And then within a day or two, we were back in the thread going, what if we did something entirely different? Like, the money that we're not spending over there, though we don't need to spend that money anywhere. And what if we came up with something entirely different and we chose something different? And that's what I see changing, is that people are functioning from that basic structure of what they've decided business is. And what's actually possible is being more truly in question and allowing these really different possibilities to open up from like a universe of possibilities, not just a world.
This is what people can actually access in their business if they go beyond that comfortable where they know this is working. People tend to function from no risk business creation. They rather make a little profit at no risk rather than losing. What if there was no losing? This is what I learned over time, and especially now with the basis conversations we're having. What if you could not lose? You cannot lose. You can always choose again. And even if something that you choose or that you want to implement in your business leads into costing you some money, what if it wasn't wrong? What if you then chose again? And what if how much something cost wasn't the only measurable element where you determine your success or your failure on? There is so much more available when you go, okay, it might cost us money, but we can choose again and we can create more. It's not wrong, because life goes on and life continues, and there are circles, there are ups and downs. I mean, life is a roller coaster.
If you have the basis that you're not willing to lose as per this reality, then you will stop yourself from choosing. Because you've decided what's gonna lose and what's gonna win, rather than actually allowing a different possibility. I'm so excited about this, David, because if we actually choose beyond basis, we really do step into a place of so much receiving and being in question, but so much receiving and being that, infinite possibilities that we talk about, and have we actually been willing to receive it?